clear? Hello? तो आवाज येतोय का? हॅलो?
Yes, sir.
येतोय ना? लाईट दिसते तुम्हाला?
Yes, sir.
So how is your exam? Engineering, pharma engineering? Hello? Exam कशी गेलेली? Hello? Hello? आवाज येत नाही का? Hello?
It was nice. Yes,
डिफिकल्टी नाही ना? डिफिकल्टी नव्हती ना त्यामध्ये?
yes, sir.
डिफिकल्टी होती?
No, sir.
So how many participants today? Okay, 20. Okay. So we start today new topic. There is a filtration clarification. Right. So this is a simple method which are used in pharmaceutically. Right. So if the filtration is not there, it will not be possible to prepare any type of formulation. Particularly if you have prepared the solutions, particularly if you have prepared the eye drops, if you have prepared that suspension, right, or if you have prepared that parenteral formulation, right. So it can difficult to prepare that preparations if the filtration is not available, right. So filtration is a process in which to filter the liquid, right. To filter the filter that suspension, the filter that is mixture, filter their solutions, right? They remove the solid particle from the liquid, right? So if the substances having, if the liquid, if you have prepared the any type of formulation, if you have suppose if you have prepared the solutions, right? The solution is containing the solid material which are dissolved in the liquid, right? And to form the solution. But that solution is contained some part of solid material is remaining, right, to dissolve it, right, and some of the foreign particle which are remaining in the solution, right, maybe black particle, white particle, any type of the contaminants in that solutions, so that all are removed with the help of the filtration, right. So remove with the help of filtration. So remove that solid particle from the liquid, right, through that filter medium, right, and to get the filtrate. Understanding? So this is a simple procedure is that we have seen in laboratory, right? So the beaker is there. In that the beaker it contain the solutions or which contain the syrups, right? It may contain the solution, mixtures, any type of formulation is there. So if you want to filter it, so we can take that the funnel. Funnel is assist for the filtration, right? And in that inside that is a filter paper, right? In without filter paper, we can solid which are removed from the liquid. Solid is deposited on the filter paper, right? And then the filtrate is coming to the passing through that the funnel and getting collected at that beaker, right? So this is a process, the general procedure for the filtration, right? So filtration is one of the process in which to remove the solid particle from the liquid medium, from the liquid, right? And that if the solid is not dissolved in that liquid, so it should be removed. If you want to clear solution, right? If you want to prepare the aromatic water, if you want to prepare the solutions are there, mixtures are there, syrups are there, right? If you want to clear that solution, right? And whatever the insoluble substances or not dissolved substances, it should be removed from that the liquid with the help of filtration method, right? And this is one of the important process in pharmaceutically, right? And this is a filtration. So this, if you are considering the definition of that filtration is that, right? So separation of the solid from the fluids by means of the porous medium that can retain the solid but allows the fluid to the pass, right? So whatever the solutions is there, whatever the mixture is there, right? if you want to filter that, right, just pour into that the filter paper, right. Then so all the fluids which are passing through that the filter paper and collected at that the bottom side, and it is called as a filtrate, right. And the solid particle which are written on that solid surface, written on the filter paper in the form of the solid layer is formed on that filter paper, right. So with the filter paper, it is called as a filter media. There is a medium. It is called as porous medium. So we can, so to assist the filtration or to helping for the filtration, we can use the different types of the medium is also there, right? And with that medium, so clarity of that solution is possible, and the remaining the 100% of the solid from the liquid and the 100% filtrate is possible. Understand it? So this is a process of the separation of the solid from the fluids by the means of the porous medium that retain the solids but allow the fluid to the pass, and that the process is what as a filtration. Right. Then the clarification is one of the definition. So what is meant by clarification? So this term is applied when solid does not exceed the 1%. Right. So not more than 1% solids. So this is also is called as a slurry, right? This content of the 0.1, it is a more than the not 1% of the solid is containing that the solution, right? So that is called as clarification. So clarification is done with the help of the settling of that the solid particle. So if you are considering that if you have just add the insoluble solid material in the liquid, right, and that solid is not dissolved in that liquid, right? And then after keeping up kept aside for some time, so all the solids which are settled down at that bottom of bottle, right? So that process is called as settling. After settling of the solid particle below that bottle or the beaker, right, then above the clear solution we can remove with the help of the clarification. That is called as clarification. All right. So, why it is called as clarification? Because the solid particle in that solution is not more than 1%. Right. So above the 1% is there, it is called as filtration. So below the 1%, it is called as clarification. Understand it? And this can get the 100% filtrate, right? And remove the 100% solid particle from the liquid, and that is possible with filtration with the clarification. But the filtration is content the solid particle is more than the 1%, and clarification is content the particle is less than 1%. So this is called as a clarification. Then these are the different methods, the different filtration methods can be used to remove the solid from the liquid through the porous medium and to get the filtrate, right? Then this ultrafiltration is one of the method. So ultrafiltration is to those particles which are the very smaller size, or those particles which are the intermicellar liquids from the solids. So it means that there is a those particles which are very small size in micron size, or maybe nano size particle. The size is not see the naked eyes by the macron and nano size. So that type of the particle should be removed or the separate from the liquid with the help of the ultrafiltration method. With the ultrafiltration methods, because the simple filter, it cannot be filter the micron size of the particles or nano size of the particles. So is required the highest sophisticated, the filter can be used to remove the nano size of the particle as well as micro size of the particle through the help of the pressure can be used, right? So apply the pressure, we can use the pressure on semi-permeable membrane. So the pore size of the semi-permeable membrane is not more than 0.5 micron. Understand it? Not more than 0.5 micron. These are the, so this is a semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane is made up of the cellulose or it is made up of the any material, right? So the pore size is very important. So filter pore size is very important, right? Suppose if the filter pore size is 0.5 micron, right? So the particle which are contained in that solution is a filter can retain on the filter paper above the particle size is 0.5 micron, right? And whatever the particle size is below that 0.5 micron, which are remain in the filtrate, which are again during filtration, which are again these particles which are coming to with the fluid and which are remain in the filter also, right? So we can use highly sophisticated instrument, highly sophisticated. The filtration method is called as a ultra filtration method, right? So you can filter that the remove the solid from that liquid with the help of the semi-permeable membrane can be used. You can use with the help of the pressure, right? So you can apply the pressure, so can easily can be remove the solid from the liquid, right? And to get the 100% of filter. That's why pressure can be used. Then the cake filtration is one of this. So cake filtration means that so the solid particle which are remain on the filter paper for as a layer is formed on that the liquid from that filter paper. Right. So cake filtration means if the recovery of the solid is desirable, when the solid containing that the liquid is more. Understand it? If the solid containing that liquid is more, and after the during that the filtration, so solid which are remain on that filter paper and it's form the layer. Understand it? It's from the thick layer on that filter paper, and that thick layer it is called as a cake filtration. It's from the cake. Right, I understand it. It's from the cake. So various layers of that the solid particle which are remains on that filter paper, right, and it's from that the cake, and that's why it is called as the cake filtration. Why it is called cake filtration? Because its content of the solid is more, and after removing that the solid from that the liquid formulation, right, which are rated on the solid on that the filter paper, and which are different thick layer is formed on that the filter paper, and that is called as a cake filtration. So you can use the different terminology in the filtration. All right. So this is called as a feed or the slurry. So what is mean by slurry? Slurry is the if you add the insoluble particle, insoluble solid substances into that liquid, right, which are remains is suspended in the liquid only. So that solid particle is not be dissolved in that liquid, which are remains as a for a longer time, right? So it's an example of the suspension. So value suspension, suspension is a biphasic dosage form containing the finely divided solids which are insoluble in nature in the liquid. Understand it? And this is a, so this solid is not be dissolved, not be dissolved in that liquid, but it can be highly dispersed in that liquid and to form a suspension. हॅलो हॅलो आवाज येत नाही का?
येस सर आवाज येतोय सर.
काय सांगा की मग दोन वेळा मला रिपीट करायला लागलाय. तर आवाज मला कळत नाही ना इथे, आवाज येतोय का नाही बाबा?
नाही येतोय सर.
येतोय ना?
येस सर येस.
Okay.
Yes,
So different
sir.
terminology
Yes.
we can use as a feed or the slurry. What is mean by slurry? The slurry is it's containing the insoluble solid substances into the liquid, and that preparation is called a slurry, or also it is called a feed also. Right? It's the same example about that suspension. Suspension is a biphasic dosage form containing the finely divided solids which are insoluble in nature, right, in the liquid, and it is a biphasic dosage form. These are the two phases are there, the solid particle and the liquid. Understand it? And it is called as a feed or slurry. Then filter medium. So what is mean by filter medium? So medium which are used for the filtration. Understand it? So medium which are used for the filtration, or filter medium can be used for to assist for filtration, which are helps for filtration. So 100% filtration or the rate of filtration can be increasing if I use the filter medium. Understand it? So these are some of this porous medium can be used to retain the solids from the liquid, and that is called as a filter medium. Understand it? So filter medium can be used for 100% solid is which are written on that filter paper for filter paper, and only can be liquid can be passing through that the filter paper and collected at that side, and that is called as filter medium. So it is a name itself is a medium, right? So it's a medium to helps for the filtration, right? Then the filter cake. So filter cake means that accumulation of the solids on the filter paper. Which are passing through the filter is the filtrate. The clear liquid is passing to the filter is a filtrate, right? So in that solution, in that the any preparations, if the solid content it should be 100% remove that solid particle from that liquid, and only can be liquid which are passing through that filter paper and getting that the filter. Yeah, and that is called as a filtrate. So as you know this, right? Then mechanism of filtration is that so flow of the solid is which are resisted by the filter medium. Right? So the flow of the solids which are resisted by the filter medium, and while the liquid is passing to allow to the pass. Understand it? So with the filter medium, so the filter medium can be used for 100% solid can be removed from the liquid, and only the liquid which are passing or allowed to passing to the filter paper to the medium, and a clear liquid is formed. Understand it? So this is called as filtration. Then the filtration is proceed with the retention of the solid from the filter media, right? And which are goes on increasing, which act as a secondary, sometimes a more efficient filtering media, right? So the same thing is that so solid particle which are retention of the solid particles we should be high. The solid particle should be removed. Solid particle should be retained on that the filter surface of the filter paper, and the 100% that solid particle is removed, right? And only can be liquid which are passing through that the filter medium, and we can collect it and in the form of the filtrate. Filtration mechanism. Then if you have seen that the different application of the filtration is there. So in a pharmaceutical industries, you can prepare the different types of the formulations. If you have prepared the injections, if you have prepared the infusions, if you have hello,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
आवाज आवाज मध्ये कसं येतोय?
हो सर, तुमचा आवाज कट होतोय सर.
कट होत आहे?
हो सर. एक एक मिनिटसाठी असा बंदच पडतोय आवाज तुमचा.
काय बोलतोय? आणि नेटचा जरा प्रॉब्लेम आहे, मध्ये मध्ये जाते नेट. ठीक आहे, आता येतोय ना? ओके.
हा सर, आता येतोय.
So there are different application of the filtration is there. So if you want to prepare any parental formulation, if you know that if you use that laminar airflow bench, the various types of the laminar airflow bench is a vertical type or the horizontal type. So mainly can be used to prepare the sterile formulation. So make the area in that laminar airflow bench should be sterile, should we make it the aseptic procedure, aseptic techniques we can use to make the area should be free from the bacteria, and that is called as sterile area can be prepared, right? And during preparation of that, the sterile formulation in injection or in infusions, right? That's why the area should be free from the bacteria. Understand it? So area should be sterile. Understand it? So we can use the different types of the filter medium. So in that, whatever the air is coming from the outside, so that air should be filtered, right? And that filter can be used. So the different types of filters can be used. Maybe primary filters or the secondary filters can be used. But there is a HEPA filters can be used for the preparation of the sterile.
Sir, again, you are not audible, sir. Sir, you are not audible.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Now you are audible, sir.
Now you are audible, sir.
So the production of the products can use a HEPA filter, and through that air is passing through that HEPA filter, so the pure air is passing through that the sterile area. So, and to avoid the contamination during the preparation of the sterile preparation. Right. So is the main thing that can use the HEPA filter. HEPA filter is HEPA is the high efficiency particulate air matter. So removing that the particulate matter. So HEPA filter, in the HEPA filter we can use as membrane filter, right? In that membrane filter, the pore size of the membrane filter is not more than the 0.5 micron, right? So the remove the particulate matter from the air, right, is a